when did you know you wanted to be a minister? And then when did you know you wanted to actually become a pastor or a leader of a church?
Well, I knew in my teenage years, one of the things that was key to my development is my parents would send me on a summer camp. Now we discussed this before the show, but summer, of course, here is the opposite. We have summer at
Right.
Christmas time and New Year's. Okay, so they'd send
Right.
me on a summer camp over the New Year period, and this was in high school in my teenage years, and there was Christians there, all different types of backgrounds and expressions. So the Baptists
Mhm.
and the Presbyterians and the conservative and the fundamental evangelical and the Pentecostal and the charismatic and the slightly more liberal, and there was quite a wide variety of expression here in this camp. And what it did in my early teenage years is it got me understanding that while Christians all have the same Bible, we don't all
Mhm.
come to the same conclusions of what it actually means or how we are to apply it or how that affects church life or Christian life. We actually all have quite considerable variety in our beliefs and certain beliefs, although we've all got the same book, And so what
Right.
the thing that really did, and this desire for truth for me, meant that developed a hunger in me to understand the Bible in my teenage years. Well, come my young adult years, as I said, I'm there at university. I'm writing philosophy essays, and philosophy and legal studies is all about weighing the balance of what could be true. Is this possible? Is that possible? Is this, what about this? What about this? What about this? So my mind is thinking about different options of things that could be true and narrowing that down in essays. And as I said, I thought I'd love to be doing this with the Bible. I'd love to be able to communicate the truth of the scriptures, knowing that people have very different views. I'm very okay. I'm okay temperamentally with understanding people can see things differently, and clarity is king when it comes to dialoguing together, listening
Right.
to different points of view, and becoming clear on what we do agree on. And so, what I was doing in my philosophy essays, I now wanted to do with the Bible, and it was in my soon after I was married, maybe 2 years into our marriage, we had a baby, and I reached a crossroads in my life. I'd finished university, I was working in retail, and I just knew I didn't want to do another Christmas season. I'd done 2 or 3 Christmas seasons, shopping seasons in retail. I didn't want to do that
Mhm.
again, and so we'd reach a crossroads in my life of praying and saying, God, what's next for us? Do I pursue a career in something that I'd studied, or is this church leadership thing maybe the next option for us? And it was on that 2-week holiday period that we had that we felt God spoke to us really clearly about opening the door for Christian church, Bible teaching, leadership, pastoring, ministry, whatever. And that's the path that we chose at 23 years of age. And so again, it's not everyone's story. It's not normal necessarily, but I was 23. My wife and I were 23 years of age. We had a 10-month-old child. Never went to Bible college, never went to seminary. We were trained in the local church that we were part of. And at that age, we felt confident enough to plant or to pioneer a new church essentially from scratch. And we started a church back in my hometown at 23 years of age because we were convinced God had spoken to us. And so this interest from teenage years, my young adult years, a passion for the Bible, a passion for sharing something of what I'd experienced in God, led us to become ministers at 23 years of age.